So we have a domestic violence situation that resulted in the worst kind of scenario. You had two people arguing inside an apartment, making a lot of noise. So it got the attention of their neighbors. They stepped outside of the apartment. Now there's two conflicting reports. Some say that she had her two daughters in her car when she was standing next to her car. And another report says that the daughters were in the apartment. But while she was standing next to her car, her ex-boyfriend came from behind her with a sword and cut her head off. The neighbors saw what happened, and once the ex-boyfriend leaves, the neighbors run to render aid, and they find her head underneath the car and her decapitated body in the back seat of the car. A few hours later, the ex-boyfriend returns to the crime scene unarmed, and they arrest him. Now, according to the article, or a few articles that I read, he was schizophrenic. He had major mental problems. He also drank a lot, and he was also on meds. So that's a very bad combination. What I'm wondering is, did she know about his condition? She must have, because it's something that's very hard to hide. Depending, I guess, how long you've been with that person, but there's no way to know right now. But yeah, if you know anybody who's in that kind of situation, that kind of relationship, you gotta let them know that it could flip, it could switch at any moment. That person could snap and do something like this. You never know. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the more detailed report. Guys, let me know what you think.
Karina Castro, a 27-year-old woman, was murdered on September 8th by her ex-boyfriend, Jose Rafael Solano Landaeta. The accused committed the crime outside her apartment in the Bay Area city of San Carlos. The 33-year-old was arrested by the local authorities on September 9th on homicide charges. According to reports, he allegedly murdered his ex-girlfriend over a domestic dispute. According to the information gathered from the witnesses present at the crime scene, the murder was a result of domestic violence. The witness heard a lot of noise from Karina's apartment on the day of the murder. When Karina came out of her apartment after the argument, her ex-boyfriend, Jose Rafael, followed Karina and killed her just outside the apartment. Her head was found by witnesses underneath the car, while her decapitated body lay in the back of the car. When people from Karina's neighborhood saw it, they immediately called the police. By the time the cops reached the crime scene, the woman was already dead. Her dead body was sent to the hospital for a post-mortem by the police. Sheriff's officials said that after the attack, Landaeta fled on foot 2 blocks away, but later returned to the crime scene unarmed, and then he was taken into custody. Jose Rafael has now been booked into jail, where he remains without bail. According to the statements from some witnesses, Jose Rafael Solano killed his ex-girlfriend Karina Castro with the use of a sword by beheading her just outside her house at around 11:50 a.m.
Counterfeiting is a billion-dollar business perpetrated by thousands of people throughout the world. Meet Kimo, one of those people. Kimo is a young man from the most dangerous city in America. After losing his job, he ventures into the risky business of counterfeiting to help relocate his family to a better place.